Welcome back everyone, just a short video today. I want to start the discussion about chargers and where to put my charger. I've got a few dilemmas and I think I've sorted out what the most practical thing is. Thank you Canadian Tesla Martin for prompting me that I do need to get on and do some videos about charging. Charging is important, isn't it? Because if I get the car and I get it home, I've got no way of charging it apart from a 3-pin plug out of an extension lead otherwise. So need to crack on with that. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Here's my challenges. This is what I've got to do. So if I take you outside to start with, it is a glorious day out here today. Norfolk countryside. I'm very, very happy and lucky to be living here. So I'm just going to go in the back entrance to the garage. Right, so I've got a reasonably long garage, which is handy. I've got a boiler and a hot water cylinder at one end, but from where this refrigerator is, which is just a spare one, and the washing machine, all of this space going down here is free. So if I can clear this out into a shed, I can get my car in here. And I do prefer a car in a garage. Winters here in the UK can be nasty, and it's just convenient to get your car out and no ice on it. It's not whether it's warm inside. For me it's about actually getting in the car with the doors iced up and the windows iced up, etc. So if I drive the car in or reverse the car in, it doesn't really matter if the charger is on the inside of the wall. From what I can see from a logic issue is that if the charger's inside the garage, then I have to have the car in the garage. If I charge overnight and the car's outside, then I'd have to leave the garage door open with all of this accessible to anyone coming past. I'm in that quandary about charger in the garage or out of the garage. I'd like to have the car in the garage, so maybe that's an option. Maybe I should have the charger outside and then the car can come in or can go out. Maybe that's what I should do, and have the cable run so that it can come around the side of the garage door somehow, or take a nick out of the garage door so the cable can run underneath the garage door and into here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how practical any of that really is. So the dilemma is not really where to put the charger at the moment. The dilemma is, where do I want to be charging? For example, if the missus comes home and the car needs charging, she's not going to put the car in the garage. I'm not saying her reversing skills aren't as good as mine, or her driving skills and positioning aren't as good as mine, but I'd probably put the car away in the garage. So, and if I had the car on the outside, I would reverse the car along here so the back's against the fence, the front's here, and potentially the charger could go on this front wall. So for me, the ideal space is right here. I was thinking whether I could have a carport of some description, or even a canopy. So perhaps a couple of frames coming out here, and then if something comes out underneath the charger, I could actually pull the car up to the sheltered area. But to me that all seems a bit bitty and a bit messy, so probably it's just the charger in the garage or out of the garage on here. Third option is I have a small area just at the side of the house. So if I went at the side of the house, it might be not so pleasant for the neighbours, but it would be convenient that it would be hidden out of the way. And also you've got the issue that here on the wall this side it's completely south facing, so the sun absolutely hits this hard, so any plastic that's here will be faded inside a year. If there are any electronics or visual displays like some liquid crystal displays, I'd imagine they would be distorted and you wouldn't be able to read them after a while. So if it goes on the front, I think I'm going to have to cover it with some sort of a boxing. So maybe something as elaborate as this, but maybe not, maybe something more basic like this. So they're my initial thoughts. So this spot makes the most sense there, or based on I can still reverse the car to this point and then the front is pointing where the thing is, or if I have it on that corner, basically you have to point the car into that corner all the time, so it's more limiting. So I think my placement is right here. Well, that didn't seem so bad after all. The issue is more about where I park the car for charging and how I reverse it in the driveway than it is actually where to place the charger. Once you've got the car position right, then you basically know where the charger is going to be, and it's a real practical issue about do you have the garage door open or closed while you're charging. So for me, the position probably will be the front of the house, or maybe the side, because the issue is the aesthetics. There's me looking at all the practical issues. I'm interested in cable lengths, how you reverse, how you charge, whether the doors are open, all those sort of things. Susan's interested in how it looks. Can we cover it up? Can we hide it? So yes, it is the front of the house. You don't really want it to be on show, so I need to consider the aesthetics and the security of it as well. If you've got any thoughts, got any things you've seen for how people have hidden their electric chargers and integrated it onto the front of the house so it becomes less obvious, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see any pictures you have or hear those thoughts. But I think we're basically sorted now. I'm confident the charger can go on the wall at the side or the front. What I will do later, I'm going to go out and start looking at actual chargers to try and decide which one I want and why I want it, so I'll do that review on here as well. I may even get a chance to go to one of the places. I'm interested in My Energy in Lincolnshire, so I might pop over and see them. They're not too far away. What I do want to mention before I go, I found an article this morning in the Italian press. Yeah, I'm scouring the world markets these days because there's nothing in the UK, is there? And they've announced that Hyundai have confirmed the price will be under 40,000 euros for the 64 kilowatt-hour Kona EV in Italy. So that's good news. They're intimating it's going to be 38,000, so that's about £35,000. So I'm not sure what the tax differences are between the two countries, but that doesn't sound too bad. So if that's for the 64 kilowatt hour, and I think the press article said they were going to get both, the 40 and the 64. So again, a little snippet of information, more than we're getting in the UK, which is frustrating. I bet it's just the English people, press and officials in Hyundai UK, just too polite to ask, too polite to push, too polite to just turn up and try and find things out. It's such a shame they're leaving us hanging with so little information. It is frustrating. But we've got a few more months to go, so little snippets of information from all over the world are piecing together a picture, and that'll have to do for right now. I'll also include a link in the description below for a blog site in Korea. I believe that's showing either the number of certified Kona EVs that are coming out, or it's the certification numbers of joining the Kona EV fan club, which is probably more likely given the numbers that are there. But the more you see, yeah, I can't get translations on everything. I've tried installing the apps and getting some translation online, but there are some great pictures of some of the Kona EVs that are coming out, and they're definitely worth seeing to get some more information and some more thoughts about what the Kona EV looks like. I definitely saw the ceramic blue with the black roof, and the pictures I saw looked really, really nice. So it is worth looking at these foreign ones, even if you can't read the words. Even from the pictures we can glean some information. So enjoy. Thank you for watching. The last video I posted was extremely popular, so it seems. I've had nearly 100 new subscribers. The more the merrier. Like, subscribe and share these videos, and the more people that are seeing them, the better. It's becoming quite rich with comments and thoughts and feedback, so greatly appreciate that. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.